My name is Joey. I am an enrollment advisor with Golden Gate University. We're here to present some information here about the Masters of Public Administration program. We're hoping to answer all your questions with our presentation, but if we don't, we will have a question and answer session after we finish all of the information being delivered to you. Please let us know if you have any questions or anything. We're going to try to be as give you all the details that we can possibly give and make it hopefully shine a light on how this is done, how you begin the process, and all the information about the program itself. So I am Joey. I'm an enrollment advisor. We have Willie that's here with us as the program director. So he'll be able to give you information on the program itself, more specific questions and answers. Willie, did you want to say something?
Just thank you to each of the participants today. It's your lunch break, but thank you for taking the time out, and hopefully we'll be able to answer any questions that you may have.
Very good. We thank you so much for joining us. And I just wanted to let you know, GGU's been around a long time, since 1901. We offer online programs. We're one of the first universities to offer flexible online programs tailored toward the working adult, so it can go around your schedule. If your schedule's busy and you are not sure how you can make this work, we're here to tell you that we can make it work. And it's something you can definitely do. So our network of our alumni is 70,000 and more. We actually have campus times where we have campus weeks where you can meet alumni and talk to people. We have links we can send you if you want to talk to people that have done these programs and where it took them in their future. Our courses are taught by professionals who they're leaders in the Bay Area, companies, and learning both theory and practice that you can apply to the real world. So I'll let you have it, Willie.
Thank you, Joey. First of all, many of us will have different journeys, and just before I go into this slide, I would like to say that my journey with Golden Gate University started in the 1980s when I first started working on my doctorate. And I finally got my doctorate, believe it or not, in 2006, became an adjunct professor in 2007, then a senior, and then a distinguished adjunct professor, and then associate director now. So each of us is going to have a different path, but I wanted to kind of preface my comments this morning by saying that that was my path. So each of us is going to have a different path. Golden Gate University is a private nonprofit university. We are WASC accredited. We're one of the oldest, as Joey had mentioned, been around since 1901. In fact, we started back under what would have been the old YMCA, progressed through the years. As far as the public administration program, what you're going to find is that we're one of the oldest on the West Coast in terms of public administration programs. Small class size, personal instruction, as you see there. And the average student age, I like to think of the average student age in terms of being intergenerational. You're going to have individuals in their 20s, 30s, 40s, because we provide adult education in that sense. And so there's a wealth of knowledge. Over the years that I've taught, oftentimes I've said in a classroom, there was 200 plus years of experience. So what I, as a professor, may not know, some other class member may know, and we learn from each other. The courses, year-round courses, there are 6 entry points. So one of the beauties of our program in terms of Golden Gate University, hybrid, online, 6 entry points, fall BC, as we said, spring BC, summer BC. And what that means is that you have those entry points, and within a 2-year period, you should be able to complete your degree. Program overview. I don't know if you've had a chance to go to the website and look at it, but our program consists of 27 units. 27 units, and those 27 out of that's 9 courses, 3 credits each. 6 of those are required, 3 of those are electives. And I'm not sure if it's on the next slide or not, but we have different concentrations as well. Class format, online, live conference, hybrid. And when we say hybrid, 20% on our classes are 7.5 weeks. So every term is 7.5 weeks. That means you come to campus only twice during that 7.5 weeks. The rest of the instruction is online. We have assignments each week, but you basically have, you can kind of work at your own pace in terms of completing those assignments. We have 1 campus week, and then we have an additional week. You see the requirements there, no GMA or GRE required. Program length, as I mentioned before, usually within 2 years, compared to other programs, within 2 years, you should be able to complete the program. I've seen some people that really double up and they do it in less, but as they said, sometimes we do have a life. And life gets in the way sometimes. So at a regular study pace, 2 years should be sufficient. When you think about that in terms of 7.5 weeks, 2 courses, every term, so to speak, 2 courses within a spring, fall, summer, you see how you can, within 1 year, that would be 6 courses. And then in the second year, you do your research and your graduate project. As you see down there in spring term application deadlines, now, if you wanted to start in January, classes start on January the 11th, and you see the early deadline would be November 9, final deadline December the 14th. I will have you just kind of briefly follow along with me here. As I mentioned earlier, in terms of a legacy of excellence, we're one of the oldest public administration programs in the Bay Area on the West Coast. And we're very proud of that in terms of the history of the program and how we, again, if you look at our professional network, you see NASPAA, ASPA, the ICMA, International City County Management Association. In fact, we're going to be having a student chapter that, in fact, I am the student advisor for that chapter. Ethical and inclusive focus, emphasizing ethical behavior and respect for diversity. One of the things that I'm happy to share with you here is that within the program, one of the favorite courses that I've taught through the years is Theory, Ethics, and Practice in Public Service. And that highlights ethical behavior in government. And we take that very seriously at Golden Gate University. Diversity, we believe in diversity, equity, and inclusion, and some would say accessibility. I worked in the government and I also was part of the military. So I kind of understand how we have a team, as we would say it, tailored concentrations to match your career path, customize your MPA approach. Now, this is what I was saying earlier. We have a general curriculum where you have your general courses, but then we also have 3 concentrations. One concentration is law enforcement and security. We have those, whether police officers, security, whatnot, they decide for promotion, what have you. They want to get this concentration, law enforcement and security. There's urban innovation. For those of you who really want to look at whether we're talking about local, city, county, regional, state, federal, and also I might add here, if we're looking at nonprofits and the private sector, because when we think of the private sector, you say, what would you do with an MPA in the public sector? Well, guess what? All private organizations have to comply with what? Local, state, and federal guidelines. So you may be the personnel, the relations person in terms of governmental relations, public relations, or some other position in terms of the compliance for technical companies. For example, let's say with if you're talking Facebook or Google or some of the others, you have your engineers, you have your other support people, but guess what? There has to be compliance, right? And then the third area we have here, which we work closely with our IT, we have the digital technology and security concentration. And for those of you, again, that, you know, AI is becoming something that's really just taking off by leaps and bounds now. So for those of you that want to, should I say, to have a basic background in digital technology, that's one thing, or you can expand upon that because that's the AI component. I like this slide here in terms of learn from leaders working in the Bay Area. Most of the adjuncts that I've worked with over since what, 2007, they've all been practitioners. In other words, these are individuals that go to work every day. What they're teaching in the classroom, they are actually working in those fields. And I make a distinction here in terms of us being practitioners. A lot of universities are heavy on research, and that's fine. Golden Gate University is less on research. We're published, but we're really practitioners in the sense that what we teach in the classroom each day, I've often said that what you learn in class overnight, you could apply it the very next day when you go to your place of employment, because that's how strongly we feel about how realistic, real world our instruction is for you. Designed for working adults to succeed, the online course model, as I had mentioned, one of the things, and I know this, like I say, from my personal experiences, we all have lives, we have families, we have jobs. Yeah, and you, how should I say it? There's no need to stress out. There's going to be a certain amount of stress, but we understand that. And one of the things that I like to think about the community in terms of the professors that we have is that we're there to partner with you. It's not an attitude as if I got mine, I'm going to make it difficult for you. No, it's a learning experience, and we want everybody to learn together, and we're part of that process. And one of the things that I would offer is that I've been teaching, 18 years, but I still learn from each of you. And that has always been my attitude that I bring to the classroom. And usually we come away with a very good setting after that. Next, please. Courses here, and again, quickly I'll go through this. And this, what you're seeing there would be the general MPA, Master of Public Administration curriculum. You see, as I mentioned before, there are 6 required courses and 3 elective courses. What I had mentioned earlier is that your culmination of everything that you've done would be PAD 396, which is your graduate research project in public management. I'm happy to say that I can answer questions that you may have about some of these classes. I've taught 5 of the classes. I've taught 300, 302, 303, 304, and 307. And again, we have individuals that, like I say, that have worked in all of these areas and taught these courses. But this is your general curriculum that you see here. The next slide should be the concentrations. Okay, you see law enforcement and security, professionals in law enforcement, public safety, private security, corrections. You see a whole host, the military and emergency response. And we have many that come through us that have, as we said in the military occupational specialties that they had in their service branches. And some want to carry over that in terms of law enforcement and security. Urban innovations, you see designed for city, town, county, regional, urban manager, planners, analysts, consultants, who seek to gain advanced knowledge. And one of the things that you're often going to hear if you were to enroll at Golden Gate University is critical thinking. We emphasize critical thinking because we want you to exercise that. We don't want to tell you how to think. We want you to develop a process in terms of thinking, and you can think for yourself. Okay. I could tell you some stories about breaks with students where we've commented on different things, and they thoroughly enjoyed the fact that we didn't try to convince them red, white, or blue. It was a matter of presenting the information and says, you decide what the information says. Okay. And then digital technology and security, designed for public service professionals who seek to gain knowledge, critical thinking, advisory, and then these skills serving digital technology and security departments and teams in public and nonprofit sectors. And I can't overemphasize that when you're getting a master's of public administration degree, it's not just for a government job. It can also be for nonprofits and the private sector. Okay.
So the admission requirements, of course, doing a master's degree, you would need a bachelor's degree. So we would need your, first of all, your application. The application does have to be done in one setting. And there's no application fee. You're actually able to upload documents that we need with your application to complete it. So we'd need transcripts showing your bachelor's. Officials, you could go to Parchment or National Clearinghouse and order those to come into GGU. They're looking for a 3.0 GPA. If it's lower than that, we do ask for a resume, current resume, and a short, simple statement of purpose, which would be 1 page in length. If the GPA comes in a little bit lower on your bachelor's than the 3.0, then you just address some of those challenges that you face during that time. Like Willie said, life hits, boy, does it hit. And when it does, sometimes it leaves you not able to keep going as you would want to normally. So that's what we want to hear is from your perspective, some of the challenges. If you're at the 3.0, you don't have to address anything. Just why the program? Why this one when you can do any others, and what the future goals are with getting the degree. And we look for evidence with your ability to succeed at the graduate level, including your academic preparation and professional experience. So with that resume, it tells us the background that you have. So the statement of purpose, just go on a blank Word document. Don't make it very complicated. A lot of people freak out on the statement of purpose. Don't freak out. It's fine. It's 1 page, and it's putting on paper what you would tell us if we asked you the question, why this degree program when you could do any other, and what the future goals are with getting the degree. So financial aid is definitely something that you can utilize. We also have really great in-house grants and scholarships. If you do your FAFSA, you wait and see what's going to come back. It's not connected to your application with GGU or the documents that you're sending in. It's completely separate. So you'd go to the FAFSA application, complete it, submit it. Let's see what offers come back. You can also try for our in-house grants and scholarships. Let us know that we have a financial aid page on our website that you can utilize and go to that. We also are here to help. So that's why we provide the information. You'll be assigned an enrollment advisor when you get your information in. If you submit the application, you'll automatically be assigned an enrollment advisor that'll be reaching out to you to be able to help you with these steps. And like I said, we're here for anything we can help. So the deadline isn't just getting the application in, it's getting in all of the documents we need with your application. So your first, we always have 2 deadlines. We're starting, like as Willie said, January 11th. So your first deadline to have your application in and the documents with it would be November 9th. Then we're going to give you a little more time. If things don't work out, you can't get everything to us by then, your final deadline would be December 14th. So when you're ready to do the application, you can literally find the application. It'll say apply now if you go into the program page that you're for the MPA. It'll say apply now, go right in, apply, get that all in. You can, like I said, you can upload your documents with the application, submit it all at the same time. Those would be unofficial transcripts that you're sending in, and we can complete your file with unofficials, but we will need officials. So you'll want to get those ordered and get those on the way. Okay. And I want to thank you all for joining. Willie, thank you so much for the info. It even helped me this time.
Well, and again, Joey, thank you. Natalie, Fuya, thank you. And to each of you that gave up your time today, we look forward to you joining us at Golden Gate University. And again, this is the beginning. When you join Golden Gate University, you're family, and we take you all the way through. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. We thank you guys. Have a good rest of your day.